Nova Scotia blues musician Derek Caine is known for his efforts to raise money to help leukemia patients. His road to advocacy through music began after he was diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia in 2004. Now his band, Little Derek and the Haemo Blues Band, is holding a benefit concert to honor another group of people affected by the disease, Family Caregivers. The event features a special song and will help raise money for the caregivers themselves. Caine joined me in the studio along with Denise Noss of the Caregivers Relief Initiative.
Our message is loud, our message is clear to the ones in this world who so well hide their fear.
Derek and Denise, thanks for being here.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, and always good to talk to you, Derek, because of course we've had you on the show before with your little blues band, but you're doing something kind of new this year. Tell us about this.
Yeah, well, I've been raising money for years to help leukemia patients, and I just had this feeling that it was time that I said thank you to my wife and the tens of thousands of other caregivers who make life much easier for us when we're going through all our stress and strain. And there's so many different types of health challenges that go on, and yet you're in the hospital, you get looked after incredibly well, they're beautiful people, but then you come home. And you're home a lot longer than you are in the hospital. And I just wanted to say thank you.
So how did you decide you wanted to say thank you? Of course, for you, it's through music.
Yeah, well, I started music, as you know, when I got sick. And what better way could there be than to say thank you through music? And that's why I wrote the song, because it was in my heart. And how else can I communicate it but through music?
And we'll talk a bit more about how the song came about in a minute. But Denise, I want to bring you in because you are here with the perspective of a caregiver.
Yes.
Because this is something you went through.
Yes. Yes, back in 2009, my mother was diagnosed with advanced COPD. She was in the hospital for almost 2 months. And by the time she was released, we had realized as a family that she wasn't going to be able to go back to her home and live the same way because her mobility had changed so much. My father at that time, before she went in the hospital, was helping her and caring for her at home. But we knew he couldn't do it on his own. So my husband and my 3 daughters back in Hammonds Plains, we realized that we had to step up, and we sold our newly built home, and we moved here in Halifax into a small bungalow, and we lived happy as almost like the Waltons, we used to say. It was quite fun. But it was challenging having all of us in a one little bungalow at the time. And I was there to care for my mom through my dad. So I was assisting him so they can continue to be in the home. So they didn't have to sell their home and move to a home, to assisted living. So through that experience, and about 1.5 years in, my father was diagnosed with advanced lung cancer. And he had a disability on top of that, so he wasn't able to have chemotherapy. He could only have radiation so that he could help with the pain. So 4 months after his diagnosis, he passed away. So then it was just me. And through my experience, I ended up being co-founder of Caregivers Relief Initiative, which we go right into the home and we help caregivers. We help helping people they're caring for. Cool. So Derek, that's where you come in then, and this concert, Songs for the Unsung, the tribute to family caregivers, because part of the funds raised is going to that organization. Yeah,
we're going to split it equally between my leukemia fund and the caregivers. On the 22nd, we've got a big dance party. It's going to be at the Bellarose Theatre in the Halifax West High School in Clayton Park.
Thank you so much, both of you, for coming in and sharing your thoughts on this. And
you.
thanks for the music as well, Derek. More music from Derek and Charlie Acorth, the aforementioned, later here on CTV Morning Live.
So difficult to tell you of our fear and our pain, that without you